Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create this eyeshadow look here using all of the Younique pigments. I do like their products. I do love how easy they are to blend, how user-friendly they are basically. So I really like them, and I thought it would be great to be doing some tutorials and videos on using those products so that way you guys can see them being used firsthand. So if you guys are interested in getting this gold smoky eye, then please keep on watching and we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so now to start off, I'm going to be using the Younique Glorious Primer here. Generally, I mean, if you're going to be using this for your face, you'll just want to apply it all over your face and then you can run it over your eyelids. But for the sake of the video here, I am just going to go ahead and apply a little bit to my eyelid because I've already applied some to my face. Now what this is going to do is this is going to provide a base for your eyeshadow. So you can use this as a base, or if you have an eyeshadow primer, you can use that. But this works both ways. It works for a face primer and both a eye primer. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be just using some Scotch tape here. Pull off a piece, and actually if you put it on the back of your hand and do it about two times, that'll help so it's not as sticky when you go to peel it off your eye. So I'm just going to use this here. Okay, so that looks about even. And the tape is just going to provide that sharper edge, and it's also going to just help out with just a little bit of fallout. So the first color that I'm going to start off with is this black matte shade, and this is called Corrupt. I'm then going to be using the Younique Deluxe brush here, and I'm just going to apply this to my eyelid. And I'm kind of bringing it up to my crease. I'm not going to go all the way up into my crease yet, but I'm just going to kind of dust it all over my eyelid. So now that I have the black shadow applied, the next thing I'm going to do is create my transition colors, and for that I'm going to be also using matte shadows, and I'm using these two colors here, and these are Irresistible and Infatuated, both of these colors. So the first thing I'm going to start off with though is the color Irresistible, since it is a lighter shade of brown. So I'm going to start with that one. And I'm going to start with a fluffier blending brush. And this is my Sigma tapered blending brush in the E40. If you guys watch my videos, you know I love Sigma makeup brushes, and I definitely recommend them to anyone. They are very affordable and they are really, really good brushes. If you are interested in purchasing any of these brushes that I am using today, I will link a link down below for you to go and check that out, as well as a coupon code. So I'm just going to work this lighter brown shade right up here above the black. And one of the main things that I always like to stress is that when you're doing shadows, and if you want it to look really good, you're just going to make sure that you do a lot of blending, because that's just going to ensure that everything looks more seamless and more put together and professional looking. So I'm going to keep on putting that lighter color here. And now that I've applied that, the next color that I'm going to go in with is the Infatuated, the darker brown shade. And to apply that color, I'm going to be using my Sigma blending brush. This is the E25 brush. And I'm just going to work that right into my crease area. And if you That's Skylar if you hear him. He's playing. And as you can see, it's just kind of doing that gradient effect. We're just wanting to create a lot of depth and make it a lot more dramatic. So now that I've done the dark brown shadow, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in and start applying the lighter shades of pigment to my eye. I'm going to start off with the color Confident here, which is a shimmery, bronzy kind of pigment here. You can see that there. Okay, and then to apply this, I'm going to be using my Sigma eye shading brush. This is the E55 brush. I'm also going to be using the Younique Rose Water here to wet my brush with it. And I'm just going to spray it on my brush, like so. And I'm going to pick up the pigment on the brush. Okay, and then I'm going to start patting it onto my eye. And you want to make sure that you pat, because that's going to ensure that the pigment actually sticks to your eyelid. Okay, so now that I'm done applying that color, the next color that I'm going to go in with is this really, really pretty gold color. This is so gorgeous. I love this pigment. This is the color called Gorgeous. Of course, it's gorgeous. And I'm going to be doing the same process of just patting it onto my eyelid with the rose water. So once again, like so, we're just going to take the rose water, spritz it onto your brush, and then you're going to pick up the pigment. And you want to kind of just dust off the brush so you don't, that ensures you don't have as much fallout. Then I'm just going to pat that again onto my lid here, like so. And as you can see, the rose water just really, well, I mean, you don't have to use the rose water. I also use like the Urban Decay setting spray. Or you can also use the e.l.f. setting spray. That's a lot cheaper. I think it's like only like $1. So you can use that. But the wetting the pigment is really just going to just make it look more dramatic, and it's going to give it more of a foiled effect. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking, what brush do I want to take here? I'm going to be taking this brush here, which is my Sigma tapered blending brush. This is the E45. This brush is my absolute favorite brush from Sigma. I could not live with this brush. I couldn't live without this brush in my life, basically. I really, really like this brush. I'm going to go back in with the black shadow here. So I'm just going to pick that up on this brush, tap off the excess, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this right on my crease, right above that gold. And what it's going to do is it's kind of going to create a really soft cut crease type of effect. So I'm just going to work that there. If you have a pencil brush like the one from Younique, and I don't know where mine is, but you can use that too. As long as you just use a brush that's really tapered or pointy, so that way it creates that really defined line effect on your crease. And so then for my brow bone highlight here, I'm going to be using this really pretty pigment here. This is called Curious, and it's just such a gorgeous shade. So to apply this here, I'm just going to pick it up on my brush, and this is going to be my Younique liner shader brush combo. I'm just going to use this, Make sure I tap off my excess, and I'm just going to apply that right here on my brow bone. And I'm also going to use it right here in my inner tear duct area. So now I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape. As you can see, it's a really, really sharp line. I am going to soften that out a little bit because, I do like harsh lines sometimes, but this one I just want it to be a little bit more soft and smoky. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a concealer, and this is just the L'Oreal True Match stick concealer. I really, really like this. So I'm just going to apply that right here under my eye area. And then using a sponge, a makeup sponge, just blend that out. Or you can use your fingers, that's fine too. I'm just going to be using this makeup sponge here to blend it out. I'm going to go in with my powder. I'm going to be using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder here. And just push this under my eye. This is a translucent shade. Alright, so now the next step is to finish up underneath the eye here. I'm going to go back in with the Younique Deluxe brush here. And I'm going to go in with the darker brown shade here, the color Infatuated. And I'm just going to pick it up on the very tip of my brush. And I'm going to run this right underneath my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in and apply my eyeliner, and I'm just using the Milani Minerals eye pencils here. And I'm just going to align my waterline first. And then if you hold your eye closed after you apply your eyeliner, it's actually going to go up to the top part of your eye, to the waterline. So that's really, really a good tip there. Okay. So now for my liquid eyeliner, I'm just going to be using my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is a liquid liner. If you have trouble using like a liquid liner, you don't have to use it. This is the liquid liner that I like to use. But if you're more comfortable with like a felt tip pen, you can do that. Or another thing that you can do is you can wet down the corrupted color with some rose water, create a paste, and you can use that as an eyeliner. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this here. And I'm going to do a wing. Okay, so basically what you're going to do with the 3D mascara is you're just going to apply the transplant gel first, and this is going to act as a glue for your fibers. So I'm going to just apply that first. I'm going to do my top of my lashes and the bottom of my lashes and just make sure that they're coated really well. Then I'm going to take the fibers right afterwards, and I'm going to be applying them to the tips of my lashes. Go ahead and apply another coat of the transplanting gel just to seal it all in. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat on here, and I'm also going to do my bottom lashes and finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be back. So this is the finished result here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial and getting to see how to use some of the eye pigments from Younique. If you guys are interested in ordering any of the pigments or the mascara, I will link my website down below for you. That way you can go and make a purchase there. And if you guys have any other questions, definitely leave them in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. And until next time, bye guys!